As most people who pay attention to what's going on in the entertainment industry will know, we've had a lot of people coming forward with sexual harassment and abuse claims. Harvey Weinstein was one of the first to be named in a long list of Hollywood bigwigs who have reportedly abused people. What I want to focus on today is a video you may have seen featuring former Hollywood celebrity Corey Feldman. Feldman has been speaking out against one of the most disgusting and prevalent issues that young actors face: pedophilia. While it is brave of him to speak out about this long-time issue, I can't help but question his real motives. Unlike most people in his position, he doesn't speak of starting an organization to help. He isn't changing the laws in the industry to prevent this from happening. So, what exactly is Corey Feldman's idea to fix this issue? He started a crowdfunding campaign, not for the victims of those atrocious acts, not to reform a protective organization to help children in the industry. No, his fundraising was started to be for the production of his life story. The fundraising site Indigo states, and I quote, "Corey believes his revolutionary approach to self-financing and self-distribution can revolutionize the film industry and take away the power from those who now hold the keys to the world of entertainment, which allows the power monsters to continue doing the things they have done for so long." End quote. My question is, how exactly does this help children who are being abused right now in Hollywood? Making a publicly funded life story seems like a cash grab after witnessing Feldman's failed attempt at a career comeback through the movie industry over the last year and the music industry. Yes, I know he's hinted at it before and even wrote a book about it, but my question is, why did he wait until it was trendy to publicly announce he would name names and wanted to help kids in the industry? Surely, he could have spoken up long ago and saved the life of his friend and fellow child star, Corey Haim. Haim, who battled substance abuse and took his own life in an overdose, asked him in an interview why he didn't help when he knew he was being horribly abused. Corey Feldman couldn't really answer his friend's question. He admits to knowing and doing nothing to stop it. Now that it is in the media and being talked about, Corey Feldman has decided the best way to approach it is with a publicly funded movie of his life story. It takes time to write, produce, and create a feature film. Surely there are better ways of helping children in Hollywood than lining your own pockets and trying to make yourself relevant again. Why not give the names of people still preying on children in Hollywood and the entertainment industry? Why not work diligently to change laws to prevent this from happening and make harsher punishments for offenders? It all seems a little odd that if he really wants to protect children, he has done nothing but bait the media with a promise to come out. He claims people are trying to silence him, attack him, threaten his family, and he needs money to protect them. Surely if something happened after he named names, it would be seen by the public for what it is, as an attempt to cover this up and keep it going in the industry. His lack of ethics, though, lead me to believe that this is one big publicity stunt in a long line of failed attempts to become relevant 20 years after his career ended. Corey Feldman, there are much better things you could be doing to help children in Hollywood, rather than producing your own life story. Honestly, to me, it just seems very, very egotistical. Now, I know many people will not agree with me on this point. In fact, I did actually have people reacting very harshly to comments that I had made on YouTube regarding this issue. I had many people tell me that I was a child molester. I had many people tell me to go and watch my child pornography, and many other comments such as that. Now, I realize this is a very, very important issue and that the truth really does have to come out. But in order for that to happen, we need to know exactly who these people are. People who have been abused as children in the Hollywood and entertainment industry need to begin naming names. The public needs to protect these people once they have named their persecutors and abusers. The public needs to know exactly who is committing these atrocious acts. That is honestly the only way that this will stop. The only way to stop this is to bring it into the light. We must protect the children. There are many, many ways. Starting an organization to work diligently to protect them is one way of doing it. Petitioning Congress to make tougher laws and harsher punishments, and actually punishing those who are, in fact, found guilty of this and admit to doing this, punishing them, is the only way people will learn and prevent this from happening again. Now, while I do not doubt that Corey Feldman may very well have been abused in Hollywood, I do think that he is still being used to promote a Hollywood agenda. I do believe Corey Feldman is becoming a scapegoat, and he is being used to make this entire issue look like nothing more than a has-been actor complaining. Unfortunately, though, Feldman's actions are contributing to my opinion. It is very, very obvious that he has tried very hard to make a comeback in the music industry. Unfortunately, though, it hasn't worked out the way he wanted it to. Like I said, he's also written a book, so he's taken his hand at becoming a published author as well. Now, the book sales of his book, he didn't make a lot of money from the book. So, his past two attempts at creating self-focused artistic work have failed. And it is my opinion that Corey Feldman feels he has no other option other than to try and make himself relevant by crying about abuse, raising money to create his own life story, not the story of children being abused in Hollywood, his own life story. And his main goal and point in all of this is to again become relevant and hope to revive his career as possibly a director, producer, or movie creator. I personally find this way of going about things completely wrong and kind of alarming. In the time he could be taking to make his life story, he could be changing laws. He could be creating organizations to protect children. He could be doing a lot of things to help kids in the industry. Unfortunately, though, Corey Feldman seems to be about one thing. He is all about reviving Corey Feldman. This is very, very sad. And quite honestly, in my opinion, he is just as bad as the people who prey on children in Hollywood. Corey, you need to begin naming names today. Do not wait. Tell us who is doing this. Tell us what happened to you. Tell us what happened to your friend, Corey Haim. Tell us who did this. The public needs to know. You will be protected if we know who is doing this. If anything happens to you or your family or friends, people, once you've named names, will know that there's a conspiracy against you and you are trying to be silenced. Creating your own life story is a very egotistical way of going about this. There are much better ways to handle this. So Corey Feldman, start naming names today.